Teaching in small groups. This is a lecture for the Bachelor of Theology in Theology and Bible for the JHI-USA, the Jan Hus Institute in Biblical Studies, USA, and the year is 2025, the year that I'm recording this. So, teaching in small groups, ThB level lesson. Small group teaching has emerged as a highly effective pedagogical approach that fosters collaboration, engagement, and deeper learning among students. Unlike traditional large lecture formats, small group settings allow for more personalized interactions between teachers and learners, ultimately enhancing understanding and retention of knowledge. This lecture delves into effective small group teaching methods, exploring their nuances, and emphasizing their significance in the educational landscape. In a world increasingly moving toward collaborative learning experiences, the essence of small group teaching lies in its ability to create a conducive environment for discussion and exploration of ideas. Picture a classroom where desks are arranged in a circle rather than in rigid rows. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation as students engage in conversations, their voices overlapping with enthusiasm as they share perspectives and debate concepts. This structure not only encourages participation, but also democratizes the learning process, giving every voice a chance to be heard. Well, what about the topic of guided discussion? One effective method of small group teaching is the use of guided discussions. In this approach, the instructor serves as a facilitator rather than a lecturer. By posing open-ended questions, educators can stimulate critical thinking and encourage students to articulate their thoughts more fully. For instance, in a literature class, a teacher might ask, what motivates the main character in the story? This question invites diverse interpretations and incites a vibrant exchange of ideas among students. As learners articulate their views, they also listen and build on each other's comments, fostering a dialogue that leads to nuanced understandings of the text. Furthermore, guided discussions empower students to take ownership of their learning. As they grapple with challenging questions, students are motivated to research, reflect, and come prepared to contribute. This preparation not only deepens their comprehension, but also cultivates skills beyond content mastery, such as critical analysis and effective communication. Small group teaching. Another powerful small group teaching method is cooperative learning, where students work together toward a common goal. In this setting, the instructor can assign roles within the group, fostering collaboration and accountability. For instance, in a science class, students might be grouped to conduct an experiment, with each member taking on a specific task, such as researcher, recorder, or presenter. This method promotes teamwork as students must rely on one another to achieve their objectives. As they navigate challenges together, learners develop problem-solving skills and learn the importance of compromise and communication. Cooperative learning also nurtures a sense of belonging and camaraderie among peers. This can increase motivation and overall engagement in the learning process. Students often find that their peers can explain concepts in ways that resonate more easily than traditional lectures, enhancing the collective learning experience. Hands-on activities. The integration of hands-on activities is another compelling small group teaching strategy. By incorporating tactile experiences, educators can engage students' senses and foster deeper understanding. For instance, in a history class, the instructor might divide students into small groups to reenact a historical event. Each group could research different aspects of the scenario, such as the perspectives of various stakeholders, before presenting their findings in a creative format like a skit or a news broadcast. Engaging students in hands-on activities not only makes learning more enjoyable, but it also enhances retention. Research in educational psychology suggests that people often remember information better when they can actively participate in the learning process. As students embody historical figures or scientific concepts, they forge personal connections to the material, making it more relatable and impactful. Technology. Incorporating technology into small group teaching can also elevate the learning experience. In today's digital age, educators can leverage various tools to create interactive lessons that appeal to diverse learning styles. For example, using collaborative platforms like Google Docs or Padlet allows students to work simultaneously on projects, providing instant feedback and opportunities for peer editing. Moreover, technology can facilitate the sharing of resources, enabling students to explore topics beyond the classroom walls. This global perspective not only broadens their horizons, but also enhances their research skills as they learn to navigate and evaluate information from multiple sources. By integrating technology, educators can cultivate a dynamic and encouraging environment where students feel empowered to explore their interests and collaborate effectively. Feedback. Feedback is a crucial component that underpins effective small group teaching methods. When students receive constructive feedback, it reinforces their learning and encourages them to improve their efforts. Teachers can use various strategies to provide feedback in small group settings. For instance, through peer assessment, students can evaluate each other's contributions, facilitating deeper discussions about strengths and areas for growth. This process not only builds critical thinking skills, but also fosters a culture of respect and support among peers. Furthermore, timely, specific, and actionable feedback from instructors is essential. After a group project or presentation, educators can take time to discuss what worked well and what could be improved. This reflective practice enables students to refine their skills for future collaborative efforts and enhances the overall learning experience. Stress-free environment. Lastly, it is crucial to create a supportive and inclusive atmosphere in small group settings. Students must feel comfortable expressing their opinions and exploring new ideas. Teachers can achieve this by establishing ground rules for respectful dialogue and encouraging diverse perspectives. When students feel safe to share their thoughts without fear of judgment, they are more likely to engage actively in discussions and take risks in their learning. And so, I'm your host, your old pal Papa Dale, and this has been Teaching in Small Groups, the ThB lecture for the Onhus Institute in Biblical Studies, USA. So until I see you in the next video, I'm going to sign off for now and remind you, as I always do, I will be praying for you, that you will be well and that you'll be blessed.